fucking hill of doom. Where the license bureau is. One thing I love about this license bureau is you're in and out of here in like 5 minutes. Alright, tapping into silver pellet power. Here we go. Give her. Back on the 301. I just cruise on this till I get home. 60. Come on, buddy, you got this. 70. Well, okay, we hit the speed limit going up. Okay. 68. If it stays in third, I should be okay. But my CRV, the clutch was worn out enough that like right about here, it was like I was down to like maybe about 40 kilometers an hour. And I'd that thing had, this has 270,000 plus on it. I think 277. How much was my cousin? How much was me? I don't know. Probably mostly my cousin. And my CRV had 500 something, like 500,000 kilometers on it. That was awesome. I missed that car. That was a fun little car. Like never got stuck anywhere. Even after I turned it into the two-wheel drive from the all-wheel drive because my hang bearing was loose and the drive shaft was going to come through the floor. So I just disconnected it, turned it into a front-wheel drive. Never got stuck with that thing. And it was an 8-inch clearance, so it was higher than this. I'm worried about getting stuck because it is pretty low to the ground. But yeah, that's CRV though. But it was slow. It was really slow. It must have been a little bit heavier than this, not by much, but well, it's hard to say because you know it was an SUV style vehicle, right? Hard to say. Oh, flowers on a post. That's not good. God bless them, whoever they were. Look how dark it's getting. Holy crap. I'm just letting my camera go until it runs out because it's not a super boring drive on the way home, but when it's like this, you know, it's like really boring. I'm gonna have to leave all my gifts in the car overnight. You know, and just cover everything so nobody peeks. I don't think anybody's gonna peek. All the corn stalks. Corn? Did you say corn? Yeah. It was definitely a wet day. It's not a downpour, but just a day you wouldn't want to be outside working anyway. Not that I haven't worked in days like today, but don't really want to work in days like today. And we are, what's today? Oh yeah, we're the 12th, because tomorrow's Friday the 13th. See, I thought Black Friday up here was going to be tomorrow. But judging by the parking lot, it's not. And I asked the girl at the Canadian Tire, the cashier, I said, was it tomorrow or is it, she goes, no, I think it's next week. Which would make sense because like there was hardly anybody. I mean, there were people up there. It was busy, but it wasn't like stupid busy. Oh, got the hydro guy out. Nasty weather to have to be working, but that's why those guys get paid the big bucks. But you know, you get used to working outside all the time. Like once you're soaking wet, as long as you're warm, you know what I mean? As long as you're warm, you don't care as much. But if you're wet and you're cold, then yeah, I know that's miserable. Like if it's cold out by itself, you can always wear some snowmobiles. I gave a shout out to one of my subscribers there, Andrew, because I know he likes the snowmobiles, and I think he said he had a Summit or whatever on that. But my other subscriber, crashing, but never hurt myself crashing. That's not why I don't like snowmobiles. Why I don't like snowmobiles is the buddy's like, hey, let's try this trail. You go in 10 feet and you're up to the handlebars. And it takes you 4 hours to dig your way out of that. That's one reason. Or the time we were going in the swamp and the back end went under on the 650 that weighs a gazillion pounds, and it took us 2 hours to get it out of the swamp. That's another reason I hate it with a fury. And then when I was kids, we were my buddy Jamie and I were chasing a rabbit on the 9500 Blizzard, and the rabbit did a left hook around a tree, and both of our ankles hooked that as we went around, pulled us off the darn snowmobile. We're both on the ground moaning and groaning, knocked the wind out of us. Rabbit got the last laugh, but we were chasing them all around though. And then it's cold, it doesn't start, you get somewhere, oh, the carb froze up, oh, this doesn't work, oh, the battery's dead, oh, you gotta pull it, too much compression, oh, you snap the pull cord. Just one thing like after another. I'm sure if you bought one new, yeah, you'd have a decent machine for a little while, but even at that, all the guys that I know, my cousin bought, well, it'd be probably almost a decade ago now when he bought his new. And he's not hard on it either. It was a newer machine, and you know, just the maintenance on the damn thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like just like a four-wheeler, man. You could drive a four-wheeler for like 6 years, 7 years before it gives you any problems. You know what I mean? You might check the tires and the oil after 6 years or 7 years. You know what I mean? But a snowmobile, man, it's just like, even the new ones, they're in the shop all the time. You know, I mean, they have improved, but, you know, like the track stuff is so expensive to replace. Dirt bikes, motorbikes, four-wheelers, three-wheelers, yeah, that's more my cup of tea. Snowmobiles, yeah, until it breaks, and then I don't want to look at it ever again. And it's like, that's every time I've ever been out on a snowmobile. Like, it's just like, okay, I'm just going to go through the field here and come right back to the house. Halfway the other end of the field, the machine dies for no reason. Now, years ago, we did have an Elan 340. And that little sucker was pretty good. Tippy, though. Oh my God, those things. They were great for breaking trails, because I don't even think they weighed 350 pounds. But, yeah, it was pretty good. The only thing is, that one, the carb used to ice up on us. If it was, you know, like right at between that 0 and minus 15 there, you might, useful knowledge for you and not useful knowledge. Back when I was taking flying lessons in the winter, if the temperature was between 0 or sorry, plus 5 and minus 15, we wouldn't we were grounded. If it was minus 40, they didn't care. But at like those old Cessna 150s, those are still carbureted, a lot of them. Some of them are fuel injection now, but well, they're not 150s, they're 162 or something like that. 165, 162, whatever it is. But the old Cessna 150s, they were all carbureted, right? So you'd ice up your carburetor on takeoff, you'd crash and die, right? So they were just like, okay, well, most of the moisture is between plus 5 and minus 15. And that's usually where you get most of your carb icings. And the same goes for, and of course, depending on the altitude. But what gets you on the airplane is that you're going up in altitude really quickly, which a lot of humidity changes right there in those temperature ranges, right? So that's what ices up your carb. But you still get the same problem on the ground with carburetors. Same problem with chainsaws, they'll ice up on you and stuff like that. I don't get chainsaws icing up. I've only had Ninja Shark, my MS260, ice up on me twice. And it was starting to ice up the first time, and I went till it actually iced up, and then I just like put it in the cab of the truck for like 15 minutes and it was fine again. And then the second time it did it, it was starting, and I stopped the saw before I kept going, and the saw was warm enough that it thawed it out, and I kept going. And then think just as I was finishing the job, it was starting to ice up again. These new saws, I don't know what they're going to be like, because on the 400 you could flip a little